Hello, this is Connor Super Goofy, and welcome to another video. So this is gonna be something we do every year. By the way, this is going to be a series. We're gonna be doing year-end lists every single year for my channel. We're gonna do the one for SoundCloud, for BandLab, and then also for this, my personal top 50 picks of the year. This is my top 50 picks of 2024. So we're not going to really go over what surprised me because I picked these, so none of them really surprised me at all because I picked them. So what we're gonna go over is all the picks, the notable picks, and the main reason, kind of why I put them there. So obviously, without any further ado, let's get into it. Obviously we got Creator at number 1. Creator was number 1 on my Spotify Wrapped. It should be no surprise to anyone that I put Creator at number 1 this year. Anyway, now to going to number 2, we have Dead to Life by Stray. Dead to Life, so Creator, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Creator, obviously, when the soundtrack was announced, at the end of April, I got my first peek of the songs, and I heard Creator, and then Creator absolutely took my breath away. It was, it took a while for it to dawn on me how good of a song it was at first. Then after, maybe 2 or 3 listens, oh, this is, a huge song on my top 50. This song, I didn't immediately see it as a number 1 hit for the year, but the song spent 22 total days, 22 non-consecutive days on top of my top 50. It debuted at number 10, and then the next day was number 1, and it was up there at number 1 for 22 non-consecutive days. It is still on my list today. I believe it is still in the top 20 on the top 50 today. It's that big. Yeah, easy number 1 hit for the year. Moving on to number 2, Dead to Life by Stray. This song came out. Stray released this song at the very beginning of Christmas break in 2023. It was the day right before I got sick. During the 2023 Christmas break. 2024 Christmas break was so much better. But I remember my first listens to it were as I was discovering that I was sick. And the song took a while to truly catch on and go massive on my top 50. Think of my top 50 list as the Billboard Hot 100, except it's my favorite songs and my own songs, basically. The song took a while to catch on, but eventually I believe it was late January, hit number 1. And the song was quite a decently sized hit on my list all throughout the spring. So, moving on to number 3, we've got Kinda Sus by Diamond Step. This is a song that I discovered while I was kind of browsing BandLab for Among Us content. When I believe I was in my art class, and I was browsing BandLab for Among Us content, and I found this EP by Diamond Step. I listened to Kinda Sus, and I liked it, so I put it on my playlist. Eventually blew up on my top 50 and went number 1 very quickly. Obviously, I put it at number 3. It was one of my favorite songs of the spring. And, yeah. Number 4 is When You Gone by Stray. This was a hit as soon as the album came out. Then and Now was one of my favorite albums of the year. Yeah, When You Gone hit number 1 on my top 50 in February. Moving on, we have another song that actually hit my chart at the end of 2023. We have Probably by Glitched and NIH State Line. I mentioned before in my SoundCloud video how much I really like NIH State Line's music. I just think that he is really good. His voice sounds really good. He picks really good beats, and he has a really good mix of genres, because when I first started listening to him, he was purely rap, but then he kind of like myself, branched into different subgenres of rap. And then eventually he started kind of seeping into rock a little bit. This was when he was still purely rap, but this was his collab album with Glitched, which he released in December of 2023. The song hit the chart, and then it took a while, but I believe it was at the beginning of February of 2024 that it hit number 1. So also another quite big hit throughout the spring. Number 6 also first hit my chart in just like the end of 2023. This song, I first heard it in Coach Bonner's class. So like throughout like the months of August and September, I would hear the song playing in Coach Bonner's class. I asked Coach Bonner, "Hey, what song is that?" He showed me the title, and then I searched it up, and then eventually it made its way onto my chart. Hit number 1 in early January, and yeah, I believe it is well deserving of that number 6 spot. I would probably put it above Probably, but yeah. Next year I can reflect on the picks that I made this year. Number 7 is Something Good by NIH State Line. It was number 1 on my SoundCloud top 50, top 46. And yeah, Something Good. NIH State Line released it in February, but I didn't discover it until like the end of May, as I was just getting out of my junior year of high school. I heard it for the first time at the end of May. It sounded kind of weird to me at first, but then it quickly caught on fire, hit number 1 on my chart early in the summer. Was quite a decently sized hit all throughout the summer, and then started falling back. But then in October, it started catching a second surge. Sorry, excuse me. Started catching a second surge, and then made it back to number 1 in early November. Number 8 is the Kid Laroi and Future and Baby Drill, What's the Move? This song, I first heard it on the night of December 27th, which on December 27th, we had just gone to one of my mom's friend's house where she has a ton of dogs, because she's like a dog trainer, or I don't remember all the details, yeah, that night I found this song, and it quickly caught caught on fire on my chart, hit number 1 in about mid-January. Yeah, I decided to put it at number 8. Number 9 is Dragonfish. I've mentioned before, Dragonfish is one of my favorite Minecraft songs. If I made my soundtrack ranking today, I would put it at number 1 on my favorite Minecraft songs. So I put it, I originally had this at number 11, but then, so the song hit, my list, my top 50 on my birthday, which is in late March. It hit number 1 in mid-April, and had quite a grip on, like, the top 5, all the way through, like, to the midsummer. And then it fell off in August, but then in December it came back and hit number 1 again. So, number 10, Fantastic Four by Alex Tutak. I mentioned during my SoundCloud, my SoundCloud playlist, video that, SoundCloud had underrated it. I believe it should have, put it, it was my favorite Alex Tutak song of the year, even though SoundCloud, put I Fell Off and Freestyle above it. It's still my favorite Alex Tutak song of the year. So I put it at number 10, and I first heard it in February. It was released by Alex Tutak on Valentine's Day. Really good song. It's a vibe. Number 11 is Jack Harlow, Lovin' on Me. This is actually a song that didn't hit number 1. But I feel like it was huge enough on my chart, in 2024 to place all the way up at number 11. A Familiar Room by Aaron Sharoff at number 12. I listened to this a lot during the spring. Okay, then we get to the first of 3 songs that I myself actually have on the year-end chart. I actually include my own songs on the other chart if they get popular enough. Ian was the song, as I mentioned before. I had no expectation of Ian going anywhere when I released it. This was when I was still kind of struggling to make hits. This is when I was in my Gamma release cycle. I released Ian, and then in about a couple weeks later, the song suddenly caught fire and made it to number 1 on my chart. I have it at number 13 for the year. Number 14 is Fake, formerly X Forever 9X. X Forever 9X was huge on my chart during the spring of 2023. He eventually unpublished a bunch of his songs, and then he deleted his first account, which was very sad. I still have some of his songs off of his first account that I had saved before he deleted his account. But yeah, since then, he has barely had any chart activity, but this beat is fire. It samples the TV Girls. I believe it's a TV Girl song I've seen on like a bunch of Spotify playlists and stuff. It is labeled as a Young Chris and TikTok sample type beat. I have it number 14 for the year. Number 15, I put Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke, which I discovered in about February. It was a huge hit on my chart in March. So now is a good time to mention, since this is our first kind of old song to place here, to place on the chart, that, yeah, I do listen to a lot of older songs as well. Number 16 is Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. I mentioned that my Spotify Wrapped had severely underrated it. Put it They put it at number 40. I put it at number 16. Number 17 is probably one that I should have put higher. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. This song, obviously, I had it on quite a bit in 2024. I actually expect it to carry over to my my chart for all of 2025 as well. Huge hit on my top 50. It's as huge a hit on my top 50 as it is just in general. Number 18 is my song Evil Villain with Coach Bonner. That's actually, it hit my chart twice, both times peaking at number 4. It first hit my chart when it came out in January, and then again in September, which is what put it up at number 18. 19 was Watcher by Aaron Sharoff, the new 1.21 track. It's very deep. It gets me to tear up sometimes. It's so good. Number 20, Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso. I listened to it a lot during the summer. It was pretty much everyone's summer bop. It was mine as well. $21 Million Baby by Tommy Richmond. Also, kind of in the same camp as Espresso. That's why I put them next to each other. 22, What It Is by Doechii. More of a big hit at the end of 2023, but I feel like it was big enough in 2024 on my chart to place this high. Number 23 is interesting because I first heard it, like, NIH Stateline released the song Lessons in 2023 as part of his Legacy album, which he released during that summer. 2023 summer was packed with good music on my chart, by the way. Lessons was part of that album, but it didn't really catch on and hit my chart until like the end of my junior year, and then it hit number 2 early during the summer. Hold on just a second. 24 is Featherfall from the Minecraft 1.21 soundtrack. I really like that song. That one first hit my chart while we were on vacation in Destin. Fort Walton Beach, Destin. You may remember me talking about going there on my podcast. That was when that song first hit my chart. Number 25, TLC No Scrubs. That one hit my chart for the first time in January. Was very quick to go number 1. And didn't have as much an influence on my 2024 as I first thought it would when it hit my chart. I put it at number 25. Number 26 is C418 Axolotl. All 3 of the aquatic tracks placed on this year-end chart. Obviously, we saw Dragonfish at 9. Axolotl is at 26. This one hit my chart in April. 27 is Easel Weasel. This one actually carried over from 2023. This Easel Weasel was number, I believe it was 32 for all of 2023 on my chart for that year. It was an enormous hit. Everyone was talking about it, and yeah. Number 28 is Keeping It 100 by Sebi Johal. Not really much to say on this. Sober Up by AJR at number 29. This one appeared on both my Spotify Wrapped and my SoundCloud playlist. Obviously, I have it at number 29 here. Number 30 is Stall. This one I listened to. This one, my biggest listening day for the song was obviously Eclipse Day, because, that was when, it was the day after the eclipse that the song made a 7-spot leap to hit number 1 on my chart. 31 is The Pain by Stray, which caught on early during the 2024 summer. I believe it was at its biggest while we were on vacation in Destin. 32 is Too Sweet by Hozier. hit my chart in late April and peaked at number 2. A certain music disc called Creator actually held it back from taking the number 1 spot. 33 is the 2005 song by Nelly Furtado and Timbaland, Promiscuous, which was hit my chart around the same time as Too Sweet, and also suffered the same fate as Too Sweet did as well, being blocked from the number 1 spot by Creator, and eventually it didn't stick around that long, which is why I put them next to each other, is because they kind of took the same path. Number 34 was actually a huge hit later in the year. This is when we start getting to songs that were a lot later in the year, so they're lower down. 34 is Red Leather by Future, Metro Boomin, and J. Cole. This is another song that I first heard in Coach Bonner's class, and was looking for it, and then I found it on the We Still Don't Trust You album by Future and Metro Boomin, and the song was actually the second longest running number 1 on my chart in 2024. I believe it was somewhere around 2 weeks that this song ran number 1. Number 35 is Illusion by Dua Lipa. This was huge on my chart in that final week of my junior year, during that finals week. Number 36 is Miss the Rage by Trippie Redd and Playboi Carti. Obviously, it carried over from 2023. It was also a huge hit on my 2023 year-end chart. It was top 3 on my SoundCloud playback in 2023. Obviously, it carried over into 2024. Number 37 is Shuniji by C418. The song actually first hit my chart during the summer of 2023, fell off, and then came back early in 2024 and hit number 1. Number 38 is Motel Blues by Stray. This one is this low mainly because it hit the chart later in the year. 39 is Gorillaz Feel Good Inc., which I believe was severely overrated in the Spotify Wrapped. It definitely did not deserve its placement at number 8. I feel like it came too late in the year. So I put it at number 39. I like that song, but obviously this one and Motel Blues actually hit my chart late in the summer. The Prime Suspects by The Chief and Squarm Massaquoi, I believe that's how you say the name, correct me if I'm wrong, is number 40. This one hit my chart also kind of midway through the summer and was a big number 1 on my chart. 41 is FYM by Joyner Lucas featuring Mystical. This song was a huge hit on my list in December of 2023 and carried over into 2024. I played it a lot in 2024, which obviously caused it to carry over into that year. Didn't actually hit my 2023 year-end list. It was too late, but it's number 41 for all of 2024. Number 42, this song I discovered on the 4th of July. It's the Best I Ever Had by Drake, his 2009 song. It is actually one of my favorite Drake songs. This one is mainly this low because it was kind of late in the year. Obviously, it was midway through the year when this hit my chart, obviously on the 4th of July. And then hit number 1 kind of in the later days of July. Number 43 is Muted by Stray and X Forever 9X. Obviously, Armed and Extensions were the two huge hits from the 2023 summer on my chart off of their collaborative project Time Kills All, which came out while in May 2023, like at the end of May 2023, while me and my family were on a cruise ship, was when this project was released. And Armed hit my chart early during the 2023 summer and was number 4 for all of 2023. Extensions hit later during the summer and placed number 34 on that chart. And of course, Muted kind of took a while to catch on, but that hit the chart in 2024 and was number 1 in the spring. 44 mainly down here because it hit my chart late in the year, but Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboi Carti is 44 for all of 2024. This hit my chart shortly after it came out. I discovered it on the day of my homecoming dance, which was September 28th. Was very quick to hit number 1. 45 is Save Me by Emp, which kind of hit the chart during the midsummer. Hit number 1 as well during the other summer. Number 46 is I'm Bad For You off of NIH State Line's Pink album. This song is really, really good. I like the beat. The vocals mix very well with the beat as well, and it was a number 1 hit. It was actually a song that after hit my chart, like Timeless. It actually hit my chart after I had started my senior year. Number 47 was When You're Beside Me by Stray. Hit number 2 during the spring. 48 was Jesse Murph and Jelly Roll, Wild Ones. This song caught on in like late July and was huge on my chart as we were in vacation in Baltimore, seeing my mom's friend and her kids, which is obviously where we met the dog Theodore, whom my upcoming album is named after, and that dog is also on the album cover. So yeah, that's where this song was mainly a huge hit on my list, on my chart. Number 49, this one was the first song to to hit my chart as my senior year started. Hit my chart on the first day, and managed to sneak in to take the 49 spot. And number 50 is Me off of NIH State Line's Pink album, which it gives me chills every time I hear it. Obviously this one hit my chart late in July, like early August, and it took over a month, but in September it hit number 1 and is still on my chart, kind of falling off at this point today. Anyway, before I end this video, I do want to kind of look at my 2023 chart to see yeah, you'll be able to see let's take a look at my 2023 chart real quick and kind of discuss which placements I regret. So I immediately, my number 1 is a regretful placement. I should have put Cake by the Ocean at number 1, but X Forever 9X was so huge on my chart during the spring that I decided to put his biggest hit, Morty, at number 1 over Cake by the Ocean. I should have put Cake by the Ocean at number 1. There's not really any other regretful placement inside of the top 10, or really anywhere on this chart for that matter. I will say Friends of My Math Class and SHPOT may be a little bit too low, but that's really the only critique I can give it. Anyway, that is going to be it for this year-end chart. Obviously, next year, I'm also going to be doing my 2025 Spotify Wrapped, my 2025 SoundCloud Playback, and my 2025 year-end chart. And I'm going to be reflecting on, when I do my 2025 year-end chart video, I'm also going to be reflecting on the placements I made on my 2024 chart. What would I do differently, having had this year of music marinated for a year to that point. That's about it. See ya.